Chris Classic, 2016. First of all, I'm a New York nigga. New kicks, new chicks, and new fitted. You could put me anywhere, I'ma kick it. 125th G-Dep, let's get it. I hate when niggas say you make real hip-hop. I will still fuck your bitch in Gucci flip-flops. The problem is if I say anything intelligent, you call it conscious like it's somehow not relevant. I agree that this ain't really for KOD, but say la vie out the bows in the SUV. On my way to the Black Oscars, the late Oscar Grant is getting honored. Somebody tell Ryan Coogler he's a monster. And Magic and Jordan will be the sponsors. The great Quincy Jones will pick the artist. For the Robert Glasper Ensemble. Oh, look, it's the LeBron sipping on with the Simmons and the
Misfits of
Carters and
Comedy
Obama.
podcast. It is your boy CJ Trowers in the house. We have some special guests, plural, today from the stage play. Left Me Standing at the Altar.
Correct.
It's a mouthful.
Yeah. Big call.
But we're gonna let everybody introduce themselves, and then we're gonna get the show going. All right. So this is the director, producer, writer. He's the Tyler Perry of this shit. I'm gonna let him introduce it. He was here a couple weeks ago as well. So go ahead, bro.
Hey, y'all, what's happening? It's your dog, comedian Schaefer Hollywood Harrington. I here back with another classic, another special. I Left Me Standing at the Altar. It is a must see. I got a phenomenal group. Cast is amazing so far. Giving you everything that you want, from the roller coaster of emotions and that comedy that's gonna have your side laughing, and that drama, that storyline. They're gonna keep you on the edge of your seats. Y'all, it's a pleasure to welcome in Left Me Standing at the Altar.
So I am comedian Shawnee. I am part of the supporting cast of Left Me Standing at the Altar. I play the store owner of a very nice store. Lovely, okay? Getting money in there.
All right. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So my name is Unique Angel Nelson. When I perform, I go by Unique Angel. That's actually my government name, y'all. So I actually happened upon the lead role, Tiara, of this play. So stepping into some new territory, haven't acted in quite some time. I'm usually on stage performing with a band, but I'm excited. Like, it's coming together beautifully, and y'all gotta come check it out. So
She broke it. She brought dress. She
Yeah.
ain't playing with y'all.
feel
She
me?
ain't playing with y'all.
ready.
All right.
What's up with y'all, man? It's your boy Atmos Love. I play a lead in there. I play Tony. Tierra, that's my wife over there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, hey, listen. If you ever wanted to see a show that's going to take you all the way up in your emotions, have you laughing, have you crying, this is the one. Great actors, great singing, great everything. Left Me Standing at the Altar is definitely a smash hit. But
Hey, y'all, I'm Brian Phillips. Been with the play since the beginning. Couple years working with Schaefer. Like my man said, it's gonna be a roller coaster. Ups, downs, laughter, crying, drama. Y'all gonna enjoy it.
Well, that's the cast. That's not everybody, of course. You can fit everybody, but this is a snapshot of everybody who's in it. Mr. Schaefer, what's the inspiration behind this play? What made you decide to put this together, put the cast together?
I mean, if you look at the cast are just raw talent. All of them, I either work or some credible people mentioned them to me, and if I gave you my word, yeah, we're gonna work together. We're gonna work. You know, as Brian said, he was with me when he started Atmos, when I did my very first stage play that I was selling out, going around the world. COVID shut me down. He was right there. He was part of that cast. So me having a chance to bring everybody together, yo, that's like one of my biggest joys. I kind of like the Blues Brothers. You feel me? Jake and Elwood. You know, and but Left Me Standing at the Altar. I mean, it's a good concept. Because, you know, as Miss Shawnee said, you know, what would you do if you got left standing at the altar? You know, I think that's one of those particular conversations that's debatable, that should be held, and especially it's men's mental health awareness month. So, you know what I mean?
Forgetting about it.
Yeah, people forget about us. You feel
We
me?
focus a lot of other letters, but you know, it's big to me.
especially the F letter, yeah. So of course, just bringing that awareness, man. You know.
Facts. So, gentlemen, what do you bring to the cast? Your role. What is?
Man, we bring great acting, singing,
Comedy.
comedy.
I heard you the singer.
I sing a little bit.
We're gonna test that out by the end of the show.
Indeed. Man, the energy. Everybody here, the camaraderie, everybody works great together. The chemistry, getting the crowd involved. Like it's gonna be everything you could have asked for the price of the other show. It's crazy.
And more.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more like a movie on stage. I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Go to the mic a little bit.
yeah, it's more like a movie on stage. So, like you said, you're gonna have your great acting, great singing, beautiful cast. And just like the energy that we give off is infectious. Every time we did a show, as soon as it get done, people come up. So what happens next? What's gonna happen? Hey, you gotta wait to see.
You feel.
Shawnee, is this your first play? Is this what's this like?
So it is my first play, but it's my second time in this play. So
Okay.
I'm holding down my little role.
Best
All
shopkeeper.
right.
Very territorial about that.
All right. I mean, like, you got a bunch of
That's
lines.
why I'm right here right now. You better not let my.
You feel.
Been out, how many lines you got? Been out
I have 7 lines.
Been out fucked the lines up.
Hey, they're important though. They
They are
they're
important.
important.
Yeah.
Every line.
Stop! You break, you buy.
You feel. That's a start.
You know what I'm
You feel?
saying?
It's a
They
start.
let you ad lib a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
All right, Miss lead actress.
Oh Lord. Okay, let me turn the camera around on
Yeah,
myself
turn
there.
around.
Shoot.
This is supposedly
my
your first
moment.
time. You said first time in a long time, or first time leading.
First time leading.
Okay, how does it feel?
I am nerve-sighted, as they say. So I'm not nervous about being in front of people who are on stage because I perform all the time. But then to be tasked with bringing emotion, feelings, becoming somebody else, it's a challenge. And so what I noticed in practice just the other Sunday was that in 4 weeks we've all come together very beautifully, and it just kind of fell into place. And I'm like, wow, it's really believable. We were turning the lights down, we were feeling everything, and it just, I don't know what happened, but something just clicked. And he's picked some of the best people that I've worked with. I mean, everybody is talented, everybody can sing, and everybody kind of dive in. Like, we all disappear into the character. So I think it's going to be something to see. I'm definitely excited about it. Yeah.
So, I always wanted to know this for actors. How do y'all remember all those lines? What is the method behind memorizing all those lines and being able to spit it? Because I'm a comedian. I write down stuff. Shawnee understands that. You write shit. I know what it is to say a couple of things over a few minutes. What y'all doing? How is it to each of y'all speak on remember? What's your method of memorizing the lines?
For me, it's more like I internalize them. So I read them, and then as I'm reading, I build up a backstory for my characters to help me. Like, okay, well, this is how my character moves, so this is something he'll say. So even if I do forget the actual line, because I know my character, I know how he would react in that situation. So when I do say something, it'll still fit.
Gotcha.
So I actually have a history of I actually sing opera, and so I used to do opera. Man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right.
and during high school, I had to learn. Like, we was doing 3.5-hour operas, and I was lead role, and so you have to learn a lot of lines. So I was kind of trained in doing that. To answer your question, it just comes down to reading that character and making that character you, like practicing that character even in public. As soon as you walk into the practice, people don't know you. Hey, I'm Tony. Like, you going, hey, what's up, Tierra, baby? I love you, right? She don't know your first name, but you jumping in the character, right? It's about making it your character and taking it serious. Like, one thing I always say is the way you practice is the way you're going to perform. So if you practice perfectly when you get on that stage, it's all going to work together. So that's really what it's about for me.
So y'all saying pretty much method acting, like y'all dive into the role so much that
Straight up, yeah.
outside
Like
of it.
even the emotion, like I didn't think I shed no tears in years, and like it was a point in this show that people are gonna see where I actually connect with a daughter that I never knew I had. And like, to act that out, I actually had tears coming out my eyes because I'm like, dang, I really felt it, right? So it's deep, man. It's real deep.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
What about you guys? How you memorize your lines, your 7 lines? How you remember that?
So I always knew that I had a little bit of something going on when I could sing every part of Contagious by myself.
Okay. All right.
So just, and like they said, embodying that character. And then my character isn't too far from me. Like she meets my personality. So
I mean, you the lead star, so you got a bunch of lines.
For me, I think what's working for me is just taking what I'm going through in life and just being open enough to become vulnerable in the character. Like, every woman has been through some heartache. Every woman has been through some pain. We've been through some struggles and some challenges. So for me, I go back to them feelings, of disappointment, of hurt in relationships, of not feeling like I'm good enough, of something, going wrong that you didn't expect. And the tears started coming. I didn't even ask for them. I don't know where they came from, but those emotions just kind of naturally came through. So that's what I do. Memorizing the lines, I mean, it kind of comes, the more you practice it, the more it's just going to become natural conversation. Like, if you become the character, you're going to think, well, what am I really supposed to say in this moment? It's going to come to you. We are also able to improvise in the moment. So we've gotten comfortable to the point where we know Schaefer's play, to where we know how we're supposed to deliver and we don't get lost. Like, that's another thing. Like, we can still come up out of it, even if we're not saying exactly what the script is.
Nice, I like that. If you guys want to talk to anybody in the cast, the number is 678-740-9894. That's 678-740-9894. What they saying on the screen, lad?
Slick says she can't wait to hear some of this fantastic singing you all keep talking about.
We're going to be American Idol at the end.
That's it,
Trust me, I want to hear it too.
But that's on
Man, I'm a bull. So, this play is this week, right? This is first show?
First show.
Why should people spend their money and come out and support you guys? What's different about your play compared to any other play? What's going to stand out to them when they walk away and say, I got this out of the play?
It offers everything.
Okay.
I mean, why go to make multiple stops when you can make one stop and be fulfilled? As they said, comedy, drama, singing, every element of entertainment, we got it.
And it's real. Like he always says, it's real, raw, and relatable. Like, everything we do on stage, you will actually be able to, like, damn, that I would do that. Right. Or I know somebody that's been in that situation.
Facts.
And then also, it ain't just us. We also got guest performers, comedians. So y'all really getting like 3-4 shows in one for the price of one.
Okay. I like the sound of that. All right, y'all. We're going to get into a little bit of topics. You know what I'm saying? These topics are real. And I just want to hear y'all viewpoints on it. All right? Is that cool?
That's cool.
All right. So we got one. So we're going to go to the first one. Norwegian parents, so this is Sweden parents, let babies nap outside in the winter, believing fresh air improves their health. Whether outside coffee shops or lined up in parts of daycare centers, children are routinely bundled up for naps in the snow, and practice passed down from generation to generation. Research shows that outdoor naps often last longer than indoor ones, and some studies suggest that children who spend more time outside may miss fewer days at school due to illness. They said, Norwegian parents, the saying is, there is no bad weather, only bad clothing. What do you believe about that?
Well, they gonna miss a few days, less days. They'll be in school a whole lot more because they tired of being outside. First of all, you feel me? And then I look around. You said Switzerland, snow, white folks. That ain't us.
Exactly.
That ain't us.
You put your kid outside?
Absolutely not. You feel me?
Okay.
You feel me?
What y'all think about that? You putting the kid outside in the snow and say, fucking make it work? Wrap that ass up?
I might not leave them out there,
They leaving them out there overnight.
Well, nah, I ain't doing. I mean, I can't really say
It's
nothing 'cause
generational though, right?
It's generational, from generation to
Just
generation.
let them do it, like you said. That's
Let's go
white people
watch some
stuff.
TV.
Right.
And you let
I
the
mean,
baby
it ain't just
outside.
white people stuff now. Come on.
He said
Norwegian.
Norwegian.
When I
That's
was a
sweet.
kid, I went outside in the snow with my tidy
You
white
didn't
people.
sleep out there.
Oh,
Your,
yeah, my
and your
mama
mom
would
definitely
beat
wasn't
my
gonna let you
ass.
sleep.
Your mama ain't want you to come back. Yeah. She told you to go
We ain't never
outside and
sick.
get
They
lost.
say we soft over here. We get sick too damn much. We miss the school.
You know what? I think they got a point to that though, because like people, like I'm a bigger guy, right? So I like
Humongous.
my climate. I know you, bro, don't even go there. I like my climate to be cold, right? I don't like being hot.
I like cool,
I don't
yeah.
like sweating. Like so, one part of the house can be at 80, the other part, my part is like on 60,
Facts.
right? So I don't get sick a lot. I really
It still
don't.
feel like 80 to him though.
This dude,
Yeah, dog.
looking
I'm
like
like
the
that
polar
too.
bear express. All we talking about.
Oh my god.
It's just some of the comedy.
You leaving the baby outside?
Absolutely not. No, I'm old school. Like I come from a generation where we passed down maybe some herbal remedies. We might pass
Right.
down a few, put some Vicks on it or whatever. But we ain't finna. That's like pneumonia. Like no,
They immune to it.
They
obviously.
immune to
It's only pneumonia if the baby is weak.
Right.
Yeah.
You kick that baby right to the side.
Real quick, fuck them kids. Look,
Facts.
I want to ask a question about the play real quick. I just want to go back to that real quick. I have two other shows actually a lot more other shows that I run on here, but the consensus of, I don't know if anyone of you all seen the new movie by Tyler Perry called Straw.
Right.
And the consensus of that has been that there has been another movie made that the black woman is a victim and loud and all the stuff that she went through in a day. A lot of people in the comments, then we had comments, a few people calling in were saying that they're getting tired of that kind of narrative. They want black women to be much stronger, more assertive, more confident, and it seems that the only way a black woman can be a lead is that they got to be the victim, they got to be this or that. Is your play different from that, or is it still going along that lines? Because Tyler Perry did make billions of dollars by doing that. So I'm just trying to see if that's the same form that we're following here, or are you guys kind of going away from that a little bit?
So as much as I appreciate Tyler Perry, definitely met him one time at Uptown Comedy Corner. So much respect for him, and that's often what I hear. You're the next Tyler Perry. That's his own greatness. I just stay within my realm. My first film is called When a Man Knows, and that's really based off of the principle. I got tired of the world looking at the black man in a negative way. So I don't think it's nothing wrong with his formula because that's what he creates. But our lifestyles definitely is different, and left me standing at the altar is nothing like that. We have different particular twists, and we empower our people because we were my first millionaire that I met was black. So why wouldn't I? Tell our youth that you can't do the same that I did, which encouraged me to keep writing. So,
Can I ask a question about that? Because it's an interesting question that you formulated there. Now, with what you posed, do you think there's an agenda there? And do you think Tyler Perry is following the agenda of the elitist systems that we have?
I don't want to say Tyler Perry is following the agenda because he has made several millionaires off his stuff. What I think Tyler Perry is doing, following the formula that has made him successful.
Gotcha.
right.
Now, as far as an agenda, it could be because we have these same exploitation things in movies as well. So it's not just black filmmakers or black playwrights or any of that stuff. It's along the whole entertainment industry. We can go on down to rap music and how the black woman is sexualized. So we're just talking about trying to bring a better light to black women in general because they generally are strong. They generally are the ones who have to lead the family, take care of the children. So we want those things to be seen. And when we had the talk about the show, the last two shows we did, the consensus was things happened in the day, but it just seemed like it was just overkill of all the things that just kept happening to her in that day. And then they were talking about the scene where she imagined herself getting unalived by the police. That was unnecessary. We just thought that there were losing a child is a big thing. So we thought that that could have been a whole movie. trying to cope with the loss of a child and trying to make it through every day off of that. I really felt like they didn't need the police. We felt like they didn't need the bank robbery. All those things that were added into the movie, which is, it's the #1 movie. I'm not going to knock it, but all those things that were brought into the movie were probably unnecessary, and we thought that they were overkill. That was the consensus of most of the people in the comments and that talked about it, that was just a little bit overkill. But again, Tyler Perry is following the formula that has made him successful, that has made him a billionaire. So why would he change it? You know what I'm saying? Why would he alter it in any way if that's what's made him successful? I just think that the future playwrights and the future directors, we need to skew that a little bit different. So that's why I asked the question.
And also,
good question.
To piggyback off of what Schaefer was saying, as far as like the lead female in this, it's not that she's a victim. She's just real. There's moments where she's strong, powerful black woman. Then there's moments when she's at her lowest.
Right.
So I mean, it's real life. It's a real actual woman.
And those things are great within itself in a play, in a movie, because it happens to men too. So it's not something that's going to be, we're not saying don't have real life.
Yeah.
What we're saying is just
don't make her the victim. All the time.
No, she could be the victim, but it's like, let's get through it. Let's get past it. Let's show her on the other end of the tunnel, going through the light and showing her that, hey, this happened to me, but I made it through. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes us as black folks need to see us making it through. Not saying us getting arrested, not saying us getting unalive at the end of the movie, but making it through to the other end, so that way we can know that things are inspirational. It could be a motivation that we can do it too, because people take a lot of things out of entertainment. They live by some of that stuff. So we do need to make sure, especially our younger youth, make sure they see that, hey, there's light on the other end of the tunnel. It may be bad in the tunnel, but if you keep pushing through, you'll make it through, and it'll be light at the end of the tunnel. That's all we're saying, is that regular life happens to everybody. But there's got to be at some point when you have these movies and plays that you have somebody making it through on the other end, and they're making a successful, it's becoming a successful ending and not just all tragic. That's all I'm saying. That's what everybody's been saying.
Okay.
Right.
I think the reason, and I don't know exactly why, straw being with the straw that broke the camel's back kind of thing. Like it was compounded so many things. It was a lot. I get that. It was so much in one day.
Right.
The chances of all that shit happening at one time is like,
right.
Okay. But I guess for the sake of telling the story and showing some type of way for you to relate to the character. But the unalive scene definitely was like, I thought that shit was super overkill.
Right. And we felt that it was overkill too. So I really wanted to ask the question when we have a playwright down here in a play. Right. I don't know if you all have seen it. And I'm not saying that yours are like that, but at some point we gotta change the narrative just a little bit, because we do want to see our black women come through. We do want to see our black men and youth come out and come through. We don't always want to see the tragic ending. I say it's not, and a lot of people saying it's getting old. It's getting old. It's getting old. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get it, we understand it, but it's still getting old. Let's do something a little bit more positive, because we have enough tragedy in music and other things that we can, live vicariously through. So I don't know. One of the questions was most of the young youth now live by entertainment. IG says life is and when they give it up. So she's saying that most youth, you live through entertainment, the social media and things of that nature. So, a lot of times they live vicariously through that stuff. So we got to do better as entertainment companies, as writers, to make sure they see a positive light at the end of that tunnel. Okay, I'm gonna stop preaching on my soapbox.
No, but you want to just throw something in there, because I feel like right now we're in a spiritual time. I don't know if anybody's into the Bible or anything like that. Revelation speaks about a time of overcoming and a lot of people coming together in order to make a difference, like what you're talking about. But it takes creatives like us coming together, and we don't even know each other, but the energy Atmos spoke about is already there. So you already know that the purpose is being fulfilled. We come together and get those chills because we making some kind of magic. And so, but we have to be confident in ourselves. We have to be able to speak to the testimony. Like I said, I can talk to those emotions in the character because I've been through the stuff, I've been where, and even now going through things where it's like, God, why do I keep having to go through that cycle, that hamster wheel of just nowhere? So it's time for us to show something different. And I feel like we're at that stage where everything is kind of aligning so that, independence can kind of come up to the top. on our own.
Yeah.
Just doing, shows through like this and podcasts and things like that, and building up our own platforms. And Instagram is offering where you could get verified yourself and everybody could be. So really there's no excuse for nobody. The platforms are there. Yeah.
Okay, you can T.
That was a good
T with your stuff. I ain't gonna
that was good.
That was a good question. Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, appreciate that. All right, so we got study shows that being lonely can be more damaging to your health than smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Report reveals that about half of U.S. adults have experienced loneliness, with links to increased risk of heart disease, stroke, depression, anxiety, and even premature death. So what do you guys think about the thought process that being lonely, being by yourself, is just as bad or even worse than smoking 15 cigarettes a day?
I mean, their loneliness must don't come with peace. They struggling being lonely, or just can't adapt to the world without others. But me, I can't even lie. Like when I'm by myself, I get more shit done.
Yeah, I know.
Like, you feel me? I ain't got to worry about you. I ain't got to worry about you. Shit.
Right.
I like being lonely. I double down on that shit. Fuck you still here for? You got something to do?
It's even worse to like try to look for somebody to help you not be lonely, but you still feel lonely.
That's the worst thing right there. That's facts.
Yeah.
That's real facts. Being with somebody still feel by yourself.
Yeah,
That's
I went through that before.
Being by yourself can be sometimes be worse, because I have the issue of when I'm by myself, I can convince myself of anything. You could convince yourself of anything when you're by yourself and you have nobody to interject. Like I can sit here and talk to myself and be like, I don't know your name. I'm sorry. Be like, did she look at me funny? And myself would be like, hell yeah, she looked at me funny. And you'd be like, well, you know what? She don't even come fucking back down. You know what I'm saying? By the time you finish talking to yourself, you should convince yourself that this young lady who ain't saying nothing to you said something to you. So being by yourself sometimes can be a bad thing.
That right there that you describing sound like you got some issues you need to work on.
That's
Right. What's going on internally?
I do have some issues.
Last person did that. I was on PC.
Oh, she wanted it. That's why she looking at me like that.
You feel me?
I do have issues I need to deal with. Being a genius, having a 200 IQ is a problem.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't know about it.
High school at 14 is a problem. At 17 is a problem. So yeah, I do have those issues. So it's just one of those things that I deal with. But I'm not the only one. A lot of people.
Oh no, you definitely not.
And see, you have an issue too, because you said she looked at me. She wants it. That's not necessarily the case. She just glanced at you. So your problem is a different problem.
Yeah, they be pumping up my ego.
Right.
I'm looking at both of them. They both got issues.
We all have issues.
At least I don't look like that over there.
That's crazy. Hey, you should let them talk about your picture like that.
So y'all lonely folks, man. Y'all either you got good or bad. You know what I'm saying? You may be, worse than 15 seconds. But again, I'm a person. I enjoy my loneliness. Like you said, I get more things done. I can write. I can read. Sometimes I like chilling in the dark.
Right.
Yeah.
I can hear God. I can quiet my spirit. You know what I'm saying? I get a lot done just sitting in the dark and just thinking to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I go to therapy, so you reflect on things that, man, Schaefer said such. What did he mean by that? This is a moment to really reflect. And the next time I see him, my hey, bro, I kind of came off kind of bad last time. This is what I had going on. Don't take it personal. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So those alone times, like you said, good or bad, it gives you the opportunity to kind of like gather some things, to do a self-inventory of what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? So if you use wisely,
you said, you can hear God. That's the most important thing.
When you quiet your spirit, that's what you can hear. Like, all right, man, tell me, because I don't know. I'm thinking a certain thing, but correct me right now. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. And that's the best time. I feel like when you, like, in the dark, quiet, nothing's moving. Like when my kids, everybody asleep. I'm in the office. I'm in those darkest place I can find.
Right.
I'm praying, and then I'm doing whatever thought process I need. Give me something right now. Right. So whatever that is, and I take it, and I can act on that.
Last time I sat in the dark, they cut my lights off. And so I forgot to pay a bill.
I've been there too. You ain't had no choice.
You feel me?
Showering and my candlelight is not as sexy as you think it is. Like we sat in the moon, no, bitch, I ain't pay a light.
Feel me?
Hell yeah. All right. So it says 72% of men become stress-free after seeing their girlfriend. The presence of a significant other appears to have calming effect, likely due to emotional support and a sense of comfort and oxytocin released to their brain. Now I feel this report was made by women.
That makes sense.
Because
Absolutely.
Wow.
I'm not looking at my lady like, oh shit, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
I feel so much better. A lot of dudes ain't saying that shit. A lot of like, oh shit, they should come do some shit real quick and look busy.
Yeah.
Well, you sound like me.
You know what I'm saying? It's the truth. Like, we love y'all, but after a few years, you like, shit, nobody took your ass here. You had sex traffic or nothing.
Wow.
I wouldn't want to be sex trafficked. She could go spend the night at a mama house.
Something. So, yeah, what do y'all think about that? 32% of men. So, they see you. My bro see you. Now, you know, see you and be like, oh, here she go.
If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But
Has he ever expressed that to you?
not really.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he does every so often, but not
about to
just
say, 'cause you know
every
he
day.
Right.
What you say?
You know he watching.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he said she better say
And
it. What about
Well,
you?
from wrong.
If you coming in that dress, he probably like, yeah, here she come.
Look, I feel like that's a mutual thing. If it's not fake, and like y'all were just saying previously, when you're just with somebody to cure the loneliness, you're not going to be fulfilled even when you're in the company of that person.
Right.
But if it's somebody that, you know, is able to resonate and speak to that soul aspect of yourself, you are going to find some peace when y'all come together. Especially, and I hate to say it sexually, I'm not being vulgar here, but to me, sex is a healing moment between a man and a woman. The energies exchange. That's supposed to heal you. And listen,
Can you talk to my wife?
I will talk to her. Because, I mean, don't y'all agree when y'all come together sexually? It's
I
supposed
feel a
to
lot
be,
better.
Oh, definitely.
It's supposed to be.
I'm
to
stress
me,
free.
You're supposed to go to the next galaxy. You're supposed to go to the other world and
It's a
disappear.
bonding
ritual.
It is. But we lose that aspect because people are so free in the behavior at
What
this
you
moment.
got to
And
say
then,
about that?
you know, we got the social medias and the Instagrams and I'm not knocking any, please don't feel like I'm mocking any female that is out here, you know, making hers and doing her thing. But it becomes saturated when you can just go online and scroll through and you satisfied based off of what you see on social media. It's unfortunate because what's left for the sacredness of the woman that's holding herself and the man that she want to connect to? What's left?
So what if the sex is trash though?
Ooh.
If the sex is trash, then y'all ain't got no business together. The sex can't be trash if y'all connected by the spirit. It can't be trash.
But he's such a great communicator. He's a great provider.
If it's trash,
He loves your kids like it's his. Well, he's stroke game is weak.
Stroke game is weak. We can't even. It's nothing we can do because that's got to be on
crazy.
point. I ain't.
God damn.
Hey, good thing I'm on point, goddamn. My stroke game crazy, goddamn.
Ain't you lonely?
Be on point.
32%. You look at your lady like, here she is. It's my angel.
Here she is.
My angel.
Why you gotta exaggerate though?
Don't lie, y'all know they
Real quick
watching.
to see how you feel.
Yeah, go ahead.
Look at your character real quick. How you feel?
Let's swing this on around.
Who wrote this question?
Right.
A woman.
It gotta be a woman. Because there's no damn 72% is pretty goddamn high.
That's real.
Who did they
I
ask?
think
Who
it
did they
depends on
ask?
the. I think it.
Men,
Is this
supposedly.
Norwegian?
It gotta be. Might be Norwegian.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the timing. If it's a
Yeah.
brand new relationship,
Yeah, I get that.
if it's a long distance relationship, then when you see her, yeah, you might get butterflies, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think if you every single day seeing that person, y'all, I think it just depends.
You ever be with somebody, right, your lady, whoever, and then look at other people on the date and try to predict how long they've been together?
I will.
Them motherfuckers just got together. He's real attentive to what she's saying and shit. He taking out the chair for us still. They not arguing. Like, you kind of tell, like, look, this is brand new.
He done opened the door for
Right,
you.
yeah. Son of a bitch about to make me look bad.
I opened the door for my woman in 3 years.
Right.
And he is.
Yeah.
No,
So,
not me. I open it every other month.
chivalry dead? Like, what is the problem? Is it hopeless?
I'm from New York.
Nah, it ain't
I was
hopeless.
opening doors where I left. Like, I got a train. I'm a conductor.
Yeah.
Open all 17 of your doors.
You feel
I had to
me?
learn that shit. I dead ass. I learned that shit when I moved down here.
Chivalry
A girl
ain't
stood
dead,
out right
it's
outside the door. I
different.
was like, what the fuck you stood out the door for? You gonna open the door for me?
Wow.
Oh, shit. All right, come on.
Dang.
But I've been in a relationship where every day was kind of good. It just ain't end good, I guess.
Start
Yeah,
off good.
Yeah.
Big.
that's real.
So I guess it is a little timetable, but
I say
Sherry's
when you-
not dead.
When you see her, like, well, for me, if I just come home and I see my wife, it's just like, eh. But if I come home and see my wife butt ass naked, then I'm like, hey.
So that's the cat that's gonna be naked.
He drooling
That's
already.
That's probably where the 72%
That's the
come
same
from.
2%.
Yeah.
Okay, I can go with that. I can go with that. All right, it says this was interesting. I had to write this down. In ancient Greece, throwing an apple at someone was a symbolic way to express love or propose marriage. Apples, sacred to Aphrodite, the goddess of love, were powerful symbols of affection. Suitors would toss apples to declare their interest, and if the woman caught it, it meant she accepted your marriage proposal. Fellas, y'all spend too much money on these rings.
You feel
All
it?
Granny Smith the
apples.
motherfucker. If she
Oh my
catches it,
God.
she with the shit.
She down.
Yeah,
That shit hit her chest. Fuck off.
I'm so glad I spent these times, not medieval times. What type of shit is
You
that?
gonna let a dude throw apple
No,
at
don't
you?
throw shit at
That's
me.
Why you worried you getting pregnant with apples?
Mm-mm.
Like, oh, shit, you. Big with rice.
Oh,
No.
man,
Who
probably
threw it?
throwing
No,
apples all day, bro. No.
Greece, they stay with the shit.
Greece. Yeah, Greece is a way different culture. You throw an apple at a woman here.
That's
Black
right.
woman.
Black
Huh?
man.
Oh,
We
shit.
finna fight up
Of
in
course,
there.
yeah.
You might get shot.
That's assault.
You know how hard apples are?
I was trying to figure out how much I love
Hands
you.
up, bitch.
Yeah.
Baby, I love you.
They say love hurts.
Right.
I'm just saying, it could really
Look how
happen.
much money they saving on the wedding.
I agree.
They are
On the ring
saving a
by
lot
itself,
of
you just-
money.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just a proposal.
You feel me?
That's what you bitch, I'm throwing over my head like a grenade.
You feel me?
Oh, you really love a nigga. You caught that?
Somebody gonna catch
You
something.
die for that motherfucker? Oh, shit.
Somebody
That
gonna catch
bitch in
something.
her hand, goddamn.
You know what I'm saying?
Here you go, you mine now.
Yeah.
Who comes up with these
I'm throwing
questions?
apples. I'm telling
That's
you.
crazy.
Right.
I'm throwing so many
I wanna know
apples.
too.
I'm gonna see if they built for this life.
Yeah. So, fellas, again, let's make Greece back great again.
Yeah.
Throw the apples out.
It's too late. I already spent my paychecks.
Oh, God. Sorry
Damn.
for you. Sorry for you. All right, so they got a dog falls ill or sick on the mid-air in a plane and diverts the whole plane. And they went to save the dog, try to save the dog's life. Flight attendants called for a veterinarian, and onboard veterinarian advice was the captain made an emergency landing. Paramedics met the pet and the owner, and the arrival, and Delta had to stop the plane and fly back. Make sure the dog was okay. The incident delayed the flight by 2.5 hours, and the airline emphasized safety comes first.
We know that's America because if that was China, they
Delta
would have.
plane.
Yeah. China, they would have ate the dog. It would have been lunch.
Oh my God. They would have cooked it first.
I mean, whatever. You feel me?
I'm definitely not a pet lover.
Yeah.
If you stop a plane because of fucking dogs on the plane, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yeah.
But y'all gotta think, it's a lot of other people that's going to maybe go see something else
Right.
that may be actually sick, a human being.
Right.
If you stop me from seeing mama who's in the hospital
Right.
for a chihuahua, I'm fucking up everybody. I'm
You got
slapping shit out
problem.
the owner. I'm slapping shit out the pediatrician. Everybody gotta get this shit.
Yeah.
Because you knew your dog was fucking sick. He's an emotional dog for you. And this nigga sick.
Yeah.
Fuck we doing?
Yeah.
This nigga got anxiety and throwing up. What the fuck? Throw this nigga out the window. Pack his ass up.
Get him out of here.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you saying.
I'm
You
a
hear
pet
the
lover.
announcement.
I'm a pet lover,
So you
but
stopping, you
I'm
want the plane
team
stop?
people. I'm team people with that. Like,
Okay. All right.
Sorry,
Please,
dog.
you stopping the plane?
No, don't bring. See, I'm not an animal lover. Like, I tolerate
I love
animals. I can't even do it.
Facts.
Like, my daughter, she had an emotional support pet for like 5 years, and I mean, it was just. It tore up my furniture, and I'm like OCD,
Oh.
and it's like you gotta clean up their shit every day. It was like
Yeah.
a kid, it whined when it was hungry. Like, I just could not connect. Whereas other people
Yeah.
dance like they can. But no,
Yeah.
don't turn the plane around.
I ain't say it was like my kid, but I do love
Playing stop.
Hey,
And you got to get to another
No.
play, or you got to get to something. You talk about the
Pet need
audition,
to be on another
audition your
flight
life, and
if
they
they
say,
gotta
"Hey,
do
you
all
got to
that.
stop."
I mean,
Get the sick dog off.
I'm an animal lover too.
Okay,
So
all right.
If I'm being selfish and thinking about just myself, then yes, obviously I'm gonna be agitated. But my love for the animal be like, hey, let's make sure the animal's okay.
On your way to the audition, this
On my way to an audition,
big audition you've been wanting to get.
I would be upset if yes, that's what I'm thinking about me. But I'm an animal lover, so I would want to make sure that the animals are
that.
You
You
said,
He's
You
still,
said
this
it's a
animal taking food out your mouth
veterinarian
right now, at that very moment.
I get it, but some people,
Okay.
like you said, some people are mostly attached to their pets.
you
Yeah.
still got a Michael Vick jersey.
I mean, we got a pet producer of the show right here. We all look out. We pet him when he comes to the thing. We feed him. We give him water. We take care of him. You know what I'm saying? So I can
That's it.
directly relate to that.
That's it. That is
You
funny.
said it's a vet on the plane, right?
It was a vet.
Okay, well,
What
then
can
that
that
can
do?
keep the dog alive
But
till
then-
we get to where we going.
Nah, the paramedics that had to go touch him, give him,
Nah, fuck the
give him
paramedics.
oxygen and everything. Make sure.
They gave him
That mean
oxygen.
that vet ain't that good.
They did not
See,
give him
see,
oxygen.
Adams, he for the people because he used to be man's best friend. Real talk. If Petco had a face for it, it would be his. Real talk.
My name show says Peter gonna call y'all.
Right.
Yeah.
He can call whatever he wants. I don't fuck with dogs.
Yeah.
You can call Peter, he's gonna get shot.
That's it.
I'm not.
Or we
Why you
show
don't
my
like
Adams
dogs? You
love.
got bit by a dog when you was little?
No comment. No, I never got bit by a dog, but I do have a dog story, but I'm not gonna say it because I really don't want Peter on my ass. But I just nothing
Oh.
about
That's crazy.
them. I can't relate to them. I don't bond with them. My kids been asking me for dogs forever. Thank God one of my kids is allergic to dogs, so that's what I use.
Yeah.
What you gonna do with a dog? She can't even walk and do none of this shit. You'll kill your sister off. No, give her the idea. It's just, and I think that Mike Vick's situation has amplified it for me. Like, we done ruined the whole man's career.
Yeah.
Granted, it was, dog fighting and shit like that, and all kind of shit. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and they do got Jaheim.
But I can't connect with the thought process that I'm gonna put an animal's life over humans. That's just me,
No.
right? I can never. I don't care if it's a horse or none of that shit. Everybody has a time, right? And
Right.
I'm not putting.
Just gotta be his time.
It's a nigga's time. I'm not putting him over me. When I see people with in their dogs and their family pictures, and they got sweaters on and all that kind of shit like that, or they coloring their hair and they walk like kissing them in their mouth.
That's too
Like,
much.
I remember I was trying to
That's
hook
way
up with a
too
chick. I was trying to hook up with a
Tired.
chick, and the fucking just before I came over to do what I was gonna say, she gonna do over the text. The dog kissed her in the mouth. I was like, strike one.
Oh.
And then I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Strike one.
That's right.
That's two hands.
That's what I'm saying. But she tried to
So
convince me
what?
to say something like, I was hit her from the back. So I'm like, yo, you gonna lock the dog up? She's like, nah, sometimes I like to watch. No, I'm out of here. Yo, I'm not gonna let your dog fuck around and watch, get excited, start licking my ass.
That's
Now he part of the threesome and shit. I ain't expect.
No, that's that.
It would
That's why you ain't want to tell that story, y'all.
Hey, it would have sold out on OnlyFans.
Oh my God.
Only kill me. You about to have this all the time. Nigga, this you right here getting your ass ate by a dog. Nigga. My homies will never let me do that shit down, nigga. I can never talk shit. Nigga, you owe me money, but you got a dog in your ass. Nigga. You asking for money right now? That's what we doing? Nah.
Now, with all that being said, do you know one of the most healing things on this earth?
Is that money?
Dog saliva.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
It is.
That's what I was about to say. My money was on pussy.
I would have said that same thing, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'll take
Y'all
it.
better listen. He know animals more than we do. You feel me?
Yeah.
Well, it's something in their saliva. That's why they lick people's wounds. Yeah, look it up. It's
I
real
know they
stuff.
lick their wounds.
You ain't seen Safe out there outside looking at lady? Oh my God! You say don't say that.
Don't get him started.
That's only because, hey, if I listen, as unique said, if I was listening a lady's on because she wanted that healing. And I got it for her. You feel?
I like that. All right, you got your man, legendary singer Mr. Keith Sweat, is calling out the single ladies for not being able to cook or do laundry anymore. He said you got to bring something more to the table to get something from me. He's saying y'all, he tired of y'all being lazy and just doing half-ass shit. Y'all can't cook, y'all can't do laundry.
Wow.
Y'all just want to lay y'all back and fuck. He tired of that shit. He's saying to y'all to get y'all going, but god damn it, after you fuck, what else can y'all do?
Wow.
That's from the OG. I ain't saying the OG said.
That is a good question.
They don't know how to put clothes in the washing machine.
Hey, these motherfuckers that burn water. What are you talking about?
How the fuck you burn water?
Hey, you be surprised. I know a lot of motherfuckers who can't cook worth shit.
Well, shit,
But
that
if
sounds
she-
like a question for the women. Women?
So I didn't really even start cooking for mine until after we were engaged.
Really?
And yeah, cooking and cleaning.
He
so.
engaged? I mean, he proposed to her?
Yeah.
Shit.
So then he learned like I can cook and I do
He
clean.
didn't
And
he didn't learn that before you. Just
no,
how you scurried around that.
So
How long
you
y'all
would,
was
we
together
wasn't
for?
living together.
He moved, he followed God's word.
Okay.
That's what it was. Cause ain't no way.
I guess he looked at me and knew that I don't miss no meals, so I had to be able to cook.
Nah, he don't miss no meals.
facts.
That- I'm sorry, Atlas.
No, you no.
Nah, I'm gonna test your cooking before I put any ring in your guy.
Facts.
So
I
why
got to
did?
test the cooking.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the coochie
You know what?
and the
I
cooking,
did. I did cook once before we got engaged, and it was Thanksgiving dinner. So
He's like, I ain't died, so fuck it. I guess. Just put a ring on this shit.
That's like having waiting to have sex before marriage.
no, it's not.
I'm just saying.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you can't not burn down the. You got
I
You
got
can
to know
find
what I'm
food
trying to
anywhere,
spend the rest of my
though.
life.
No, that's an expensive deal.
It is.
I had a homeboy who white.
Well, I guess that just meant he knew what was going on. He wouldn't have proposed if he.
Okay, that's a hell of a feel. What about you? What you talking about?
Took a chance.
He did.
You don't cook. You
don't
don't
cook.
them nails don't like they get dirty too much.
Listen, I got to get down and dirty with it, so my house stays in order. I'm an OCD person,
I heard
so I
that.
have to have
Yeah.
things in place and in order at all times.
Yeah.
As far as cooking, I don't enjoy it. Like I'm not a person that just loves to season it up and do this. But can I do it? Absolutely. Will it be done? Yeah, because I gotta survive. But do I love doing it? No.
Right.
Is it gonna be what makes or breaks me and that person's relationship? I don't think so.
Yes.
I think the sex being trash would do that more. I keep going
Yeah.
back to
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I believe you sucking shit on a nigga's dick anyway, so you don't worry about it. That's what I believe. Look, I can't even walk after to go to the table, so bitch, go ahead. I can't feel my legs. I don't need to go to the table anyway, so I don't need to eat. Has to be a
feel me?
smoothie. So, all right, well, we got that. So Keith Sweat, I guess he's right. Like, was I here just fucking and not doing anything else? This new batch of women is different. All right, what we got? It says the TSA have urged Americans to stop trying to use their Costco cards as identification of fly.
Who is
I didn't know that was
doing
a thing.
Who?
This is the thing. They made they actually had a fucking a statement that went out and said people's been using their Costco cards as a form of ID because they got their little picture on it. Like, bitch, does it not look like me?
Use the Sam's Club picture.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I thought you had to have a legitimate form of ID, and then they got the real
government
ID, now,
ID.
where you can't even fly.
That's the real ID. I heard about what is that?
Yeah.
So Georgia was already on board with it. That black star, it's a black or a red star on your identification. Like other states are following suit.
So what is it for? Though?
I mean,
It's just a real ID.
to me, I feel like it's moving towards that biometric AI situation.
You can put a chip in your hand.
They're gonna
eventually.
try, but trust and believe, they trying to slip that shit in there now.
Yeah.
Don't
It's
sleep.
probably already
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
sleep on it. And did y'all see? It's coming to music too, because Timberland just made the announcement that his new artist that he signed
Is an AI. Yeah, they were real mad about
They
that.
went in on him.
Yeah, they were mad about that.
Artificial intelligence.
Listen, that's the
Do
agenda. That's what we
is
have.
how much the AI getting paid though?
I don't think.
He not getting paid. They bought him.
I don't think that it's actual sign yet, but I know he had tried to bring him out. You know what I mean? An AI. But a lot of people, I mean, to all of us, for as content creators, I mean, the AIs, is really taking over. Where it normally takes me 2 days to write a script, movie, whatever. you put what you want in that AI, you got a whole
ChatGPT?
you got a whole film in 5 to 10 minutes. But me as a creator, I don't like it. Because I really took time. Regardless, it came from me. It came from my spirit. You feel me? Versus this just made up for you. You know what I mean?
Like AI is really killing the entertainment industry because it's like even just off the phone, you can snap a picture and you can make that shit look like it's a damn Picasso.
Right.
Yeah.
Filters and shit. I know motherfuckers that argue through ChatGPT. They craft their whole shit like,
I say?
how do I say fuck off your mama ain't shit and she bald-headed? ChatGPT says that. Do you want it to be nice, nasty? Do you want it to be mean? Like it actually in categories. How do you want to say
your
it?
personality?
Yeah.
And that it's so stupid to me because we are human vessels. And if you think about the level of intelligence in which the body has, you have a consciousness that somehow operates for your whole entire life. You have a heart that beats for your whole entire existence, from the birth canal all the way to you old and wrinkly. Just thinking about that standpoint and the divineness behind it, you got to respect the fact that there are individuals who become vessels for creativity, whether it's writing, whether it's music, whether it's rap or whatever have you. We are vessels. So how you gonna try to replace that? But you gotta say that it's part of what this certain agenda is. Are we gonna become robots? I mean, they're giving it to us in the movies, and they been,
And it's also destroying the human connection.
That part.
Yeah, they have feelings.
Did she really say? Is it how she really feel, or is it just some fake shit?
Yeah.
Like.
Well, if you know the person, I caught somebody on it. It's like, did you ChatGPT me? Like, you know why you said it? Cause this shit is in a different font and it's bold. You fucking nailed the argument. Like I'm talking about some real shit here.
Italicized.
This shit is italicized. Arial font. I'm like, what the fuck is this, bold? I did not. Bullshit. Let me see. This is not you. You don't talk like this. All these commas and punctuation. You don't talk like this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
About a cornucopia spelling.
Right. So no, it is right, but you're right. You know what I'm saying? And I always say things that we create is eventually gonna fail. So this shit gonna turn on us, whether we know it or not. You know what I'm saying? I've been reported stories of robots, some type of shit turning on actual humans.
Yeah, like fighting them.
That's
crazy.
So if y'all don't stop trying to constantly do this shit, you putting people out of jobs, you putting creatives out of, you know what I'm saying? Like plays gonna be AI in a minute. It's gonna be holograms, all kind of other dumb shit. Niggas don't want to see Tupac plays and holograms. Nah, y'all supposed to stop.
And they tested it too, because y'all saw what they did when they put Steve Harvey's did y'all see where they put his it was a bunch of drones that put his hologram in the sky? They trying to see how we feel about it. And then also too,
why Steve Harvey?
Was it BET Awards?
It was so weird. And then Leave the World Behind, speaking on the robotic cars and stuff, I see around Georgia now the cars that are self-driving and people are actually getting into that shit. But then
I ain't ready for
I'm
that
not
yet.
doing
Getting in the
it.
back seat.
But did y'all see Teslas and Leave the World Behind, where every single Tesla, all of a sudden it programmed itself to start crashing, but they were blocking the major entrances to all the cities. Like, well, what do that mean? What they gonna try?
Right.
Yeah.
I like how you.
Listen, I'm
This
woke over here.
Yeah.
She can make an education in head.
She got a head on the shoulder.
She suck a nigga dry and give him something to think about. There's no food here.
I'm what they call sapiosexual. Like I'm mentally stimulated by intelligent conversation.
I hear it. Fuck shit out of you. How you doing, King? You good? You want to eat, nigga? That's not part of the menu.
Grand rising, my king.
Right. Not part of the package, King. Grand rising.
Right.
All right, this is one of the last ones. Wendy's bacon is now reportedly available for you to go in your grocery stores and buy some.
I did see that.
Is that a thing? Did we say where the fuck is Wendy's bacon at? Because I didn't know that was a thing.
I guess people was asking about it, so they made it.
But let's ask the expert.
Yeah, it is.
Listen, Wendy's got some of the best bacon because their bacon is usually crispy.
Yeah,
You don't have to ask them to crisp their
Better than
bacon.
Waffle House?
Huh?
Better than Waffle House?
Better than Waffle House. Wendy's got some
Waffle
good.
House is more authentic.
But the best, the Waffle House.
I like
Waffle House got some good sausage patties, and their grilled chicken is pretty good.
Yeah.
The season on their grilled chicken. But as far as a fast food place for bacon, Wendy's is. McDonald's bacon is always soggy, and like they don't cook it. You know about say some burgers, bro. You had 3 of them earlier.
So I eat chicken sandwiches. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm healthy.
So bacon.
I like crispy bacon. I ain't buying Wendy's bacon from the grocery
You
store.
like your chicken fried hard too, right?
Yes, I do.
This shit
I like
crazy to
crispy
me. Why the fuck you want to break your teeth?
Oh yeah, I can't.
It's nothing
Want
like
the
a
crunch.
Popeyes crunchy piece of chicken tender or the KFC Juicy Original Special.
No, cause they put 17 pieces of layers of batter on that
But
motherfucker.
it's so crispy and delicious. Now it's not Popeyes ain't seasoned amazing, but that crispy is something about it. You know,
Yeah.
it's delicious.
You know they
the
charge
right
you for that. I went to a place and say if you want extra crispy and all flats, we charge you extra 50 cents for that shit. Like it's become such a thing that they charging for extra and they tell you you're gonna wait a little bit longer, so don't come here rushing. You want your shit extra crispy and all flats, you're gonna wait for it and we charge you for it.
Facts.
So y'all fucking up the game. Cause I like my shit soft. I pause.
Oh shit.
You like your cock soft,
You like what you like.
He like his women soft. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So if I'm getting
helps you
chicken
out.
and the shit is this, take that shit back. Cause now that shit's sticking to the bone. It's not enjoyable to me.
Yeah.
And I want to dip it in some whatever dip ranch something. I can't because now I got it's pork rinds. Pork rinds with bones.
Right.
There's one chicken place in Atlanta. If you don't tell them not to burn your wings, JR Crickets.
Yep.
They think everybody want hard, crispy wings. I hate that, bro.
I had to send that shit back one time.
Yeah. I don't want. They think all black folks want crispy, hard chicken. No, the hell I don't.
Yeah, that shit weird.
I don't.
It's okay, man. It's okay.
Yeah, I get emotional.
Like, let me speak to the manager.
Right, he feel the way about that crispy chicken.
All right, y'all. So we going to show this, but we not leaving because we said we was gonna hear your singing.
Oh
So go
man.
ahead.
You gonna hear her too?
We're gonna hear both of they sing. But Mr. Opera Man.
Shani said she could sing
gonna
too,
sing.
though.
That's it.
All
right, man.
Let me see. Long ago, and oh so far away, I fell in love with you before the second show. And don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? You said you'll be coming back this way again. And baby, 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 oh, baby, I love you. I really do.
That's it. Hey, that's good. That was a good.
Can't go wrong with the Lucy.
You feel me? That was a good song.
You ready for that lawsuit?
Don't do it. She go over here. You sing?
You throwing it over this way?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll keep it on the lucrative. Is that
Okay.
all right?
Oh,
Okay.
All right. Love has truly been good to me. Not even one sad day or minute have I had since you come my way. I hope you know I'd gladly go anywhere you take me. It's so amazing to be loved. I'd follow you to the moon and the skies above. Say, ooh, I'd go. And it's so amazing, amazing. Love brought us together. I I won't leave you lonely and never, 'cause we've got amazing love. Ooh, so amazing. And I've been waiting. And I'll go on and on, but yeah.
That's it.
I knew what to do not let me able to say because I did
Right.
that shit for evil. But listen, I be trying to sing every penny's off.
I wouldn't be a married man
Apologies,
right
all
now.
that shit. You would never not hear me sing. And the true story, I used to go to school with Bobby V, and that's all that motherfucker did too. That shit was
Same.
so annoying.
He ain't even talk.
No, because
That'd
it's a
be
class full of females, like 23 women and 5 guys. And he'd be like, Bobby, what's the? And he'll sing. I'm like, nigga, just say the answer. God damn.
What's 5 plus 3?
Yeah, he doing all that shit.
Wow.
And this is before he was signed. He was just going to college. We was in college together. He was like, nigga, just say the answer. Nigga, like, God damn, how
I
hard
gotta
can
get
it
some
be?
panties if I talk.
Yeah, shit worked for him, but then he got signed. The rest is history. But yeah. So, all right, my man Schaefer, tell everybody, good about all the deets, where the show's gonna be at, time, why you should come to the show.
So everybody, Father's Day weekend, June 15, be there or be a square. The hit stage play left me standing at the altar. I can't miss, real, raw, and relatable. You gotta be there. Atlanta Comedy Theater. Some of the greats has hit that stage, and so will we. So y'all make sure y'all catch us at 7 p.m.
Where can they go to order tickets?
There's a link on Eventbrite. You can actually go to Atlanta Comedy Theater. Their actual page will come up. I don't know the full Eventbrite link, but you can definitely reach out, DM me. We still have a few tickets going for Hot 30 right now. That ends Friday. So if I don't hear from you, you're gonna have to get it at the door.
How much is at the door?
Oh, it's definitely gonna be a different price. They're running it.
Bust them in the head. I'll collect it too.
But they're running just online sales for at least $45 now. So just go ahead and save yourself a headache. We only got a few more chairs left, and then we sold out. And once we sold out, it's nothing I can do. You're gonna have to catch us for the next show.
So some people want to be able to order on Cash App. What's the Cash App? Cash App?
The Cash App will be mine if y'all want to read it off. DM me. I think it's underscore.
I thought it was $.
There it is.
Schaefer. Oh, is it? Oh, let me see what it is.
Yeah.
Y'all know bears can't read.
But it's super dope. It's super dope. As they're pulling up the Cash Apps, like I say, yeah, as y'all just heard, 2 amazing performances. And I promise you, we got the old school classics as a fan appreciation show. So you're going to hear some of the songs that you're familiar with, along with a great script. Like, y'all, it's a can't miss. If I can encourage you.
I got it too.
But the Cash App is $HOLLYWOOD SC803.
And how much is it?
Which is Hollywood. But I got a few Cash Apps, and you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll be out here for real. So I don't know all of them, but that is the designated one for this particular Cash App. And I tell you, you will not be disappointed. That's it. Anything else?
No, you good. That's good.
All right. And we got admin said he's my mascot.
Pick a better mascot.
Everybody gave y'all socials so people can follow you before the show and all stuff like that.
You can find me on Instagram at acting_boy BOI.
All of my social medias are @MissLove, ATMOSLOVE. On YouTube, it's ATMOSLOVE Love Zone, @MissLoveZone.
For me, it is Unique Angel Nelson. Every platform: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Unique Angel Nelson.
And you can follow me on all social media platforms under Shawnee Poos. That's SHUNEYPOOS.
Bingo. And I'm Schaefer Harrington. Sounds expensive because I am. It's SHAFER_HARRINGTON.
Hashtag a man's best friend.
That's it. That's
Hashtag
it. I keep my dog with me. You feel me?
Well, we thank y'all for coming out to the show. All right, and talking about your show. Everybody look forward to it. Please come out and support.
Please do.
On the 15th. It's from 7 to
9.
7 to 9.
Atlanta Comedy Theater. Check us out.
Make sure you come out.
Also, it's 2 shows. So, boom, with Let Me Stand at the Altar, that's our first show. But if the fathers y'all come on out, we do have something a little extra for y'all at 10 p.m. We do have the Shot House. They're doing a comedy improv show along with some of my comedian buddies and artists too as well. So it's a can't miss event. It's
after party.
After party.
No baby oil.
You feel me? Or maybe with baby oil. We doing it both ways.
I won't be there.
We doing it both ways.
I'm leaving before the baby oil.
Listen, if you didn't make a Diddy party, you want to make this one.
All right, man. That's good stuff. All right, I got a show coming up next week. It is called Preach presents the Comedy Dream Team at Azure Hookah Lounge. It's at 1815 Highway, 138 Southeast Suite 500 in Conyers, Georgia, 30013. June 21st from 7 to 9. Your tickets are $10 in advance. You can Zelle me at comedian CJ Trowers. That is comedian CJ TROWERS. Get your tickets or DM me or whatever. Let me know. Please come out and support. It's gonna be 6 comedians. Headliner is Yusuf Gray. You know Yusuf Gray is big on the internet.
He in the play.
He's part of my cast.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yusuf is in the play too. So come out,
feel
watch him do his play thing. Watch him do his stand-up thing. I'm gonna be right there.
We gonna give him a mask for the play though.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, come out, see me, support as well. All right. But again, we had a great show. All right. If you missed the show by any chance, I don't know why you would do that. You have the opportunity to watch the show over and over again. And you catch us on Google Play, SoundCloud, iTunes, Mixcloud, Instagram, Misfits of Comedy, Facebook, Misfits of Comedy, Amazon, Roku TV. We're on everything, all major platforms, period. We've been on major platforms for a long time. Again, YouTube. So again, if you missed the show, you can watch it again and again. You know, please come out and support. Their show, my show. Until next week, same bat time, same bat channel. Peace.
Peace out.
2016. First of all, I'm a New York nigga. New kicks, new chicks, and new fitted. You can put me anywhere, I'ma kick it. 125th G-Dep, let's get it. I hate when niggas say you make real hip-hop. I will still fuck your bitch in Gucci flip-flops. The problem is if I say anything intelligent, you call it conscious like it's somehow not relevant. I agree that this ain't really for KOD, but say la vie out the bows in the SUV. On my way to the Black Oscars, the late Oscar Grant is getting honored. Somebody tell Ryan Coogler he's a monster. And Magic and Jordan will be the sponsors. The great Quincy Jones will pick the artist. For the Robert Glasper Ensemble. Oh, look, it's the LeBron sipping on our mom with the Simmons and the Carters and Obamas. Alright, let me not get your hopes up. The joke's up, got you niggas nervous like the ropes up. Now I'm not as melanated as the greatest, but I know Chalk